Gold is looking really excellent here. Here it is on the daily time frame, priced in USD, 2,744 US dollars. It's currently above my personal final hurdle for new all-time highs soon of 2,735 USD. It just has to hold the week and close the week above it. We'll be discussing gold in a little bit more detail. We'll be doing silver as well. We'll take a look at platinum. Also, new all-time highs for Bitcoin as well. So we'll do a bit of Bitcoin and crypto too. We'll start everything properly in the next 2 minutes, but in the first 1 minute of the show, at least, we have to do what we call the synchronized slurp, because you are watching Good Morning Stackers with me, Joe Main. Grab your tasty beverages. I've got my tasty beverage. Let's slurp them synchronously together. It starts the day off the right way with the GMS family. Hit the big red subscribe button to join. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Slurp your bevies, baby. Here we go. Do it. Once again, we'll get straight into gold, silver analysis, Bitcoin analysis, and crypto too. But of course, who the hell am I? I am Joe Main. Been a stacker of precious metals since 2010, a stacker of crypto since 2013. Worked for 3 major bullion dealers here in Australia, and now I do this weekdaily live show all about gold, silver, stacking silver, stacking satoshis, stacking skills, all that good stuff. And of course, we have our live chats with the GMS family, my wonderful gang. Post a comment below right now and let me know that you are here, and say your normal good mornings and all that good stuff. But, and of course, look, the show is brought to you by Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au, and Wealthstack, wealthstack.com. You'll probably hear a little bit more from them in the next sometime in the show. But let's get straight into it. First 2 minutes, I did it. Gold is looking very good here. It's looking excellent. Okay, now if you're watching live right now on YouTube or on X, use the time codes below to go to your favorite part, whether it's gold, silver, platinum analysis, or the crypto side of things. And welcome to everyone watching on X and on YouTube as well. And welcome to my Reddit people as well, which I try to post there as regular as possible. But let's go back to gold right here. Again, on the daily time frame, USD 2,744. It's great to see it above the current level of 2,735. Looking really good. Quick little bit of history if you're new to the channel. Of course, hey, this is the gold price, and it has been it made its high of $2,790 roughly back in October of this year. Since then, a big move, and then just a big trading range. Now, it looks like at this stage that I was going to be wrong. I gave it an 80% chance while we were below these 3 major trend lines. Okay, and you always just adjust to the message of the market, right? While we were below this downtrend line, while we were below this uptrend line, and while we were below the mother of all trend lines, that's the giant one that goes back all the way to 1980, while we were below all of these, or at least below or one of them, okay, while we were not above all 3, that's what I'm trying to say, I was still 80% confident that we would see lower prices coming. What did I say would negate that? Of course, climbing back over all 3 and holding above them, and so far so good. So since we've been in this area right here, I've been much more positive for gold, and I flipped like that from an 80% chance that we'll see lower prices to a 20-30% chance while we're above these 3 ones, because it's just such a major area of confluence that we had to get over and close over. And of course, I talked about my final hurdle for new all-time highs, 2,735. Why is that? In case you're wondering, and in case you're new to the show, basically based on a Fibonacci level from the previous all-time high and that recent low right there. Okay, and that 0.786 level of 2,375. That's my personal hurdle. Now, a lot of people go, oh, look, it broke above. Some technical analysis. Other people go, oh, look, it broke and finally held above the 0.618 level, and that's at 2,693, call it 2,700 even. It cracked above and held above 2,700. That's the time to go ultra bullish and to say, new all-time highs coming really soon. I just like to be a little bit more conservative, because I've found in the past that you can get faked out here, so you get faked out here. So this is like, oh, it's above the 0.618. Oh, onwards and upwards we go, and then it ticks you over and does the dead cat bounce at the 0.786 level. I just like to be ultra conservative. Yeah, you could have called it here. Pretty easy, but I like to be just that little extra cautious. Cool. So for me, looking great. I just need to see it close on the weekly time frame, because why? Spikes mean shit. Okay, spikes mean shit. I should probably change that in case the algorithm doesn't like the the language. Hit the big red subscribe button to help me, and hit the like button because it helps with the algorithm, please, on YouTube, probably on X too. So as you can see, like spikes, yeah, look, okay, look at this on the weekly time frame back here. Spikes mean nothing. It's all about where they close at, particularly on the weekly time frames and definitely on the monthly time frames. Okay, dailies, I would put anything from the daily all the way down to your 1 second, anywhere between there. The closes are, the daily close is good, but it's not sufficient. Okay, it's definitely the weeklies and the monthlies. Okay, so for example, here back in early December, we had that beautiful spike all the way up to 2,722. But what did it fail to do? Failed to hold this Fibonacci level, failed to hold that one, even failed to hold above the mother of all trend lines. So everyone got excited here. Spikes mean nothing, okay? And the sellers go, yeah, no, thank you. No, you don't. Not yet, okay? And then you saw even lower prices, not lower than there, but lower prices, right? So that's why it's looking good. I just need to see it hold the week. So if we can close, and I don't like closing at, I'd like to close above. So just for confidence, I would say anything above 2,740 would be preferable. Okay, you close above there, that is ultimate setup. And I will say, and I will switch once we close the week above 2,735, I will say new all-time highs in gold coming in like weeks and not months and months and months. It's like imminent. Okay, so it's great to see. That's all you need to know. But on the daily, looking good. We just don't want to see the spike below. Okay, if it does, look, if it closes below, it's not a big deal, okay? If it closes within this range between 2,700 and 2,735, if it closes the week between there, okay, that's cool. Doesn't mean you're going to absolutely tank or anything from here. I would suggest, though, obviously, no shit, Sherlock, if you have a massive move in the next few days down, and this is a big spike like that is, and then you start closing below here, and that's a red week, that's not good. In fact, that's quite bad. Okay, that would be a huge spike that would end the week in a green week. End the week in a red week with a massive spike. Yeah, not good. Okay, that would really set it up for potential lower prices coming. That's would be something like a dead cat bounce, something like that. But we're nowhere near there, and I'm not saying that's going to happen. I'm just saying watch out for that. Line in the sand is $2,605. For me, but looking great at the moment for gold. And I guess we could talk about, do we want to speculate on higher prices from here? Doesn't really matter in the long term. And if you're dollar cost averaging, this is just the best way to do it anyway. Dollar cost average, buy when it's down, buy when it's up, buy on the regular, and you're just averaging your cost in over time. And don't worry too much about the paper price every single day. What was I trying to say? Oh, higher prices from here. If you want to look at potential next little resistance levels, is it just fun to talk about? Maybe. Again, I'll take it from this high and this low. This is the sort of micro version, and then we can look at the sort of larger version if we want. Or maybe we'll just do this. Look, watch out for. It's pretty easy. Watch out for the $3,000 psychological value. $2,940 to $3,000. Is your psychological. You might find some resistance there. That's it. So that is gold. And if you want to buy gold, of course, buy gold. If you're in Australia, buy it from one of my two brand sponsors, which you will hear from not too long from now. That is gold. Looking great. Cool. Let's take a look at, what about silver? Let's take a look at silver. Cool. Okay, silver on the weekly time frame, priced in USD, $30.80 US. We will be getting to Bitcoin and crypto just after I do the precious metal stuff. And I will be taking a chart request if I have time. And if I get a chart request, I'll take a first look at something too, or I'll take a second look. That's fine. But silver is looking good, but it's not over its hurdles yet. Gold is over its final hurdle. Silver is nowhere near its final hurdle yet. Silver's final hurdle for new all-time highs soon. is $32, not all-time high, sorry, for new highs soon, is $32.50. Cool. And we're yet to be, hey, it's looking positive though, but we're yet over 31 US dollars. That's a key level on a Fibonacci, a big Fibonacci from the old highs of the 80s, old lows of the 90s. Very key level, and it must close at least the weeks. Got to close a week above 31 again. You start closing above here, looking good. Okay, not definite, but a move like this would be great. There, retest. There would be lovely. It'll probably come back down and test. Ignore the time frame. Just look the price action. That's what you really want to see. Cool. And that would say, spelling, higher prices coming. Watch out for the higher prices. I would watch out for a key Fibonacci level. If you're trading it, which you probably shouldn't anyway, again, dollar cost averaging, but out of interest, you may find some resistance at around about $38.50. After $38.50 though, that's the all-time high, baby. And if you're new to precious metals, if you're watching this because of my crypto stuff, you really need to pay attention to precious metals right now. Why? Because you want to put a portion of your crypto winnings, whenever that is for you, into precious metals. Why? Because precious metals will be going through a capital rotation event versus the stock market. They will, probably starting this year properly, they are going to absolutely rocket and outperform the stock market in the coming 5, 6, 7 years, something like that. And as you know, the crypto cycle will end in 2025, if it hasn't already. Probably hasn't, I don't think. So this year, you need to make some plans to get into precious metals. So follow me and subscribe to me to stay updated. And this is the silver price, right? All-time high is at $50 US dollars. It was previously $50 in 1980. So 1980, $50 US dollars. 2011, $50 US dollars. World's largest cup and handle, 44-year cup and handle. Cup handle, world's largest cup and handle. That's all you need to know, okay? If it starts breaking up through, and if it breaks, I would actually call this, thank you very much for reminding me. Now I can call it this. Okay, $38.50 is my final hurdle for new all-time highs. Okay, and of course we call that, 80-90% chance, giving the 10-20% chance that a black swan events that happens that you can't foresee for new all-time highs soon. We'll just for new all-time highs. Cool. That's what it is for me. So just like I did with gold, we're above it currently for gold, 2,735. We've got to get to $38.50 for me in order to say no new all-time highs in silver coming, and then much higher from there. Triple-digit silver, very easy, no problem. Multiple triple-digit silver, yeah, easy. Okay, and we'll do the real sort of high case in another live session. I think I've talked about it before, but look. So far, so good. We just need to hold over 31, close and hold over 31, and then get to that 30.50, and then we'll talk about that, but we're not there yet. But great to see. Gold's up, good. Everything's looking semi-positive at the moment. Cool, that's gold and silver. Let's take a look at platinum. I will get to your comments if I do have any. That is, if everyone has found the stream. Platinum is under its major levels. Nothing really to say with platinum. It is at historical lows against silver and gold. Okay, never been lower, almost. So yeah, looking good. It's in no man's land at the area at the moment. I meant to say looking good for gold and silver. Let's see. So above 930, cool. Watch out for potentially that. Below 930 US dollars, look for a potential for that. I favor at this stage that happening before that happening. Could be completely wrong. So I do think it probably will get into the belly of the best buy zone. Would I be happy to be wrong? Yes, because that means we get higher prices. Great. But watch out for 870 and 840 US dollars. Yeah, got nothing else to say about platinum. Gold to silver ratio is still in gold's favor. Nothing to say. It's still having definitely its time in the sun versus silver. You've got to wait until silver closes below 80.5, 80.6. That will confirm silver's long-term dominance over gold. We're talking longer term, where we then head down to, your 70 level, down to your 50 level, something like that. We are nowhere near there at the moment. It is gold's time versus silver. That is, both silver and gold can be going up in nasty fiat dollar currency, but it's just gold is definitely outperforming silver at the moment. And yeah, that's all you need to know. Nothing's showing signs yet of ticking back over in silver's favor. Cool, that's all that. And quickly, the Australian dollar to the US dollar, nothing to say really at the moment. That's just for my Aussie subscribers. Cool. Do I have any comments? Hey, great to see everyone watching. Fantastic. Okay, Neil is here. Neil's Han Dynasty, buy silver, crystallized osmium, blah, 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 blah. Good to see you, Neil. Like, share, and subscribe. Yes, please. Pete Repeat says, GMS on shift today, listening in the background. Great to see you, Pete. I hope you're not on heavy machinery while listening to something. GMS says Chris Phipps from Portland in Oregon. Sorry, Chris, you're in Portland, Oregon. I'm sure it's a lovely city, but you know why. Go silver. Chris, have we spoken since the inauguration? I don't think we have, Chris. Chris, tell me, what's the vibe over there? Everyone, let's do another synchronized slurp, because I think pretty much all of you missed it. Okay, so get your tasty beverages. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Ooh, water. Ooh, good. Yeah. What's it like? What's the vibe like there at the moment, Chris, after the inauguration? I'd like to know. Any protests happening? Silver Fox, good morning. Good morning, Trumpers. That's funny. G'day, Stacker, says Jason Razana. Knackers O'Reilly is here too. Great to see you. Let's see. We will talk about gold and silver, etc. Talk about Bitcoin, all that. I will take a chart request for a crypto or a stock or whatever. But of course, you got to hear about my brand sponsors. Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au, Australia's only dealer to give you free shipping when you buy a certain amount. What is that amount? 20 or more items in your shopping cart. So you can spend as little as less than $200 currently. Will get you free shipping, because, for example, if you were buying, again, it's quantity based, not dollar based. Okay, so for example, you just need 20 or more of any items and a mixture of items. If you want to buy 2 1/10 ounce Britannias, or then 3 1/4, or a couple of 1 ounces or half ounces or whatever, as long as you have 20 or more items total in your shopping cart order, the shopping cart updates to show you that you have free shipping Australia-wide, express shipping in most instances, and sign-on delivery, tracking number, and really fast shipping times as well. But let me show you how cheap it is to get free shipping. If you want to buy, say, the cheapest thing on the website per unit, okay, now it doesn't work out the cheapest per ounce, premium of ounce. Of course, you're paying a much larger premium for 1/10 ounce silver coins, but you're getting the privilege of buying 1/10 ounce silver coins. So that's, 6 of 1, half of it. It sort of evens out, right? But you can spend as little as, that's like 160 Australian dollars, right? If I add that to the cart, let's see what happens. This is sort of the extended plug for Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au. They service all of Australia. They do not ship internationally. Okay, so look at that. Shipping is free right there. Now, let me just show you. If I get rid of that and update it to 19. Now, you'll see how this algorithm works, I guess, if you want to call it that. Now it switches to, because you only have 19 items in your total order, right? Now it gets to $17.50. Okay, well, do you want to buy 19 1/10 ounce silver coins and pay $17.50? Or would you like to add one more for $8 and then save $17.50 on shipping? Okay, so obviously it always pays when you're buying from Perth Bullion Exchange just to buy 20 stuff, 20. Now, you don't have to do it that way. What you can do is you can just buy over time, buy 1 here, 2 there, 3 there, and just utilize the free storage program and then get everything shipped in the one go. You don't get free shipping at that point though, okay? If you're, combining a whole bunch of different orders, then you have to pay a shipping cost. But anyway, that's how it works. Perth Bullion Exchange, Perth Bullion. .com.au, just bloody damn amazing. And of course, Wealthstack, even as equally amazing. It's an unallocated gold program. What the hell does that mean? It just means the gold is held in storage for you. So yes, I understand all the, if I don't hold it, I don't own it people. I am one of those people too. Again, been stacking precious metals since 2010. But the form in which it's held, look, I'm okay with unallocated gold programs, the ones that I know and trust, again, because I've worked for 3 major bullion dealers like Goldstackers, Bullion Now, Ainslie Bullion. They all have unallocated gold programs, and I've seen the back end and I see how it all works, okay? So I'm happy to trust an unallocated gold program, and many stackers are. And so, look, the value of it is no storage fees. The value of it is you're only buying gold with Wealthstack for spot plus 1%, no matter whether you buy $100,000 of gold or $10 of gold. So it's a great way to save and invest in small increments, okay? It's a phone app. You download it for Android or iPhone, okay? You can also use the desktop app. But if you go down here to the About section, check out what it looks like on the App Store. Type in Wealthstack, one word. That's the logo. That's the user interface. All on the up and up, Australian-owned, Australian-regulated, Australian-operated company, okay? They reached out to me because they wanted to get to you, the stacking community, first. They wanted to build your trust because they understand when you build trust with the stacking community, even if it's not for you, you will tell your other people. You'll tell your friends and family and all that. So if it's not for you, that's cool. I think it is for you. Spread your risk around, diversify your holding, okay? So, or give the gift of Wealthstack to your friends and family that think you're the crazy collector, and just tell them, look, download the app and buy gold for, save and invest in gold for spot plus 1%. Okay, it's really easy. What's coming down the line? You'll be able to do silver. You'll be able to get a debit card to pay for your goods and services in gold and silver, your gold and silver holdings on Wealthstack. And also physical redemptions are coming. It's just not a feature yet. The silver isn't a feature. The debit card isn't a feature. Pretty brand new company. That's on their roadmap. Won't be too much longer, I'd imagine. That is Wealthstack, wealthstack.com. Any more comments until we get into good old Bitcoin and other analysis? So Chris on Trump's inauguration, Portland had prepared for protests, but things have been pretty chill so far. Ooh, could that be the Trump effect? Did they try it last time and it worked, and this time they just I think all the energy's gone out of it, and that's a really good thing. And won all seven swing states. It was, and popular vote. So the mandate is there, is absolutely the flavor of the moment, okay? And so not even probably the diehard, lefty fans, your communists and your socialists, etc., are even willing to protest. It's like, So I think the energy is going out of it. Interesting to know. Thank you for the update, though. It's good to know what's happening in the rest of the world. Cool. Let's go to here. Let's do some crypto and Bitcoin, etc. Hit the big red subscribe button to join the GMS family if you're watching on YouTube and on X. Wow, okie dokie. Cool. Interesting. Let's do it. Ha ha ha. Let's do live Bitcoin analysis. Is Bitcoin about to break its all-time high and make a new all-time high? Okay, we just looked at gold, we looked at precious metals. Here is Bitcoin on the daily time frame, priced in US dollars, 106,000 US dollars, people. Interesting. Okay, we are now back above, and we have to hold and close above, at least on the daily time frame. Okay, so in the day isn't opening just yet. The day ticks over in about an hour and 5 minutes. So far, we're above my personal final hurdle of 104,200 US dollars. That's based on the 0.786 level Fibonacci from this high and this recent low. Cool. So I needed to see it close and hold above there, at least on the daily, to say, oh, okay, this isn't a relief rally. It is new all-time highs in gold and Bitcoin coming really soon. Hey, we're above it and it's looking fantastic. Close the day above it, please. And really, again, because as we said with gold, spikes mean shit, okay? Spikes mean nothing. It is all about where you close at usually on the weekly time frame and the monthly. They are the most important, okay? Because you can see, again, just here, for example, you can see you have a big spike, everyone gets excited, and then the sellers go, yeah, not yet, okay? So big spikes, this is right here. So this uptrend line, I'll show you that in a second. This purple line, it went, we're above that cool uptrend line. We're back in the normal trend channel. And sellers went, yeah, not yet. Okay, and then we saw some lower prices. Cool, great opportunity to load up there. Now, the likelihood of a big spike down, closing below here, and then even further, unlikely at this stage, although you can never be completely sure what's going to happen in life, but so far so good. So at the moment, looking very good for Bitcoin for higher prices coming. We just made a new all-time high. Just got to close the week. Close the week above $104,000. And then I'll say, oh, new all-time highs for Bitcoin coming imminently. Let me remove that. And let's just do some quick blue sky thinking. If that does occur and we do close the week above 104,000, what kind of higher prices are we looking at? So I need to now take you over to and I wish I could get rid of that. So give me 1 second. I'm going to get rid of a few things just so it's a little bit much. There we go, much better. Shall I get rid of my Uber max pain level as well? Yeah, get rid of all that. Cool. Let's take you onto the monthly time frame. This is Bitcoin. This is Bitcoin on the monthly, looking quite good, okay? But what's the major hurdle? The big major hurdles, cool? Hey, great to see us above this uptrend line too. Very, very positive. Is Bitcoin going all the way back to 2011? Okay, this is the Bitstamp exchange price. Okay, it's because it's the most historical chart. All the way back to 2011. What do we notice? Yes, I do sound like a broken record, but this is very important to see. Give me 1 second. I want to remove some of that flotsam and jetsam. That's much better. Okay, so very clear look at the major parallel channel for Bitcoin. So all I did, I took a parallel channel tool, I drew in this uptrend line, so I chose to put it through this level here and this level here. That's obviously the most obvious. And then what it does is it draws an exact parallel channel. You don't need to redraw it in, it's just basically, I'll show you what I mean. You do that, where are we? And then it goes like that. So then you pick the level that you think is right for you. Now I went with right here. Some people are doing right there. I like to do it at the COVID low spike. Okay, let me just remove that. So at the COVID low spike. Now I've found that to be interestingly predictive once we broke down. Okay, so we broke down, this is the normal trend channel, right? There, COVID low spike, double top-ish there for the previous cycle in 2021. We went to 65,000, had the dip, then went to 69,000, 69, dude. And then we closed below the major trend channel, okay? Then since then, we've basically failed every time to hold above it, to get above it and hold above it for any significant period of time. Again, this is on the monthly time frame. You can see we made a play for it in March of this year. No, didn't like it and rejected it pretty quickly on the monthly time frame. Since then, been below it. Then what do you notice? And I have to show you on the weekly time frame, just to show a little bit more clarity. So there's that period where we made a play for it and no, thank you, didn't like it. Gee, then we found resistance. Found resistance, failed to break above again. So look at this. This is interesting, right? I find this shit so interesting. Look at this. So imagine none of this on the right-hand side exists yet. So you're just seeing the price go to, we're starting to make, we're at 73, new all-time highs. We're $73,000 in March of right, where it's onwards and upwards from here, right? Okay, a bit of a dip. That's cool, bit of a dip. We went down to, what's that? Back to 56. Okay, yeah, cool, might load up there. Oh my God, look, we're back up to 71. We're only a couple of grand away from the previous all-time high. We are golden. And then it fakes you out. And where did it fake you out at? Bang. On that trend line. Okay, that's why I think it's very significant. And this trend channel is the one that's right for me. Okay, you do you. And then just recently, failure, resistance, spike, but failure to hold and close the week below it. Okay, we are not above and we're not into the old school main trend channel between here and all the way up there. this will act as some kind of resistance. And I think it can do what? Obviously, it can do many different things. It's going to do one of two main things, obviously. You might potentially just creep and creep and creep. I have spoken about this before, but we'll talk about potential higher prices, right? We're in the kind of all-time high territory at the moment. Let's do this. What you might find is that just in this next cycle, it might just do this, where it comes up to there, then comes back down and just starts doing these little retests, okay? Maybe back down. Ignore the price action. I'm not saying it's doing any of this, right? But just, and then, right, and then pick a time. I don't know when it is. Pick a time. And then you think, oh, wow, it's so much higher than where it was. Oh, we're up at 140,000. Oh, it's May, it's June, it's whatever. We're at $140,000. Onwards and upwards we go. And then it finds resistance once again at the bottom end of the normal trend channel. Get it? Got it. Good. That's a scenario that you could find. Okay, just creeps along. The price is still going up, but it's never getting above this the trend channel, the bottom end of the trend channel. Okay, the old school one. It's never getting below it. It's never getting above it. Cool. That might be a thing. I don't know. Just be aware that this is very crucial. Okay, what you would want to see, if you want to see more explosive prices rather than just a ticking along, to 140, 150 maybe. That's where a lot of people think it might top out at. If you want it to be getting to your 200,000, look, some people say 300, 400. I don't know about that. But if you want that to happen, this is what you need to see. You need to see a very clear break. Eventually, I don't know, but you need to see this. Then you need to see a retest. Then you need to see that retest hold, not do that. That's not good. Okay, you need to see it do this. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, okay. Oh, that's really interesting. Oh, and that's really, really good. Okay, that would set it up for a more explosive move, like a higher area that we top out. That might also, on the flip side though, that might really set it up for Bitcoin to peak much earlier than the usual cycle. So that's called a left translated cycle, where it peaks not at the usual kind of end of the year, October, November, December kind of time frame, where it peaks more so, I don't know, pick a time, because it hasn't done it before. So pick a time. Could it be at the end of March, right? You start getting back up into this normal trend channel, right? Look at this on the macro. If you start doing that, okay, then you're back up into this normal trend channel on Bitcoin. That's very bullish for Bitcoin, but you have to understand that this would probably set it up for a possible left translated, so an earlier peak in the normal cycle. So you've got to watch out for that. Okay, and I'm not saying all of this is going to occur and all that. Just bear in mind, you really want to hold that as support though, and then that's like a little bit far ahead there. Okay. Yeah, around that's your June, July. You could creep back up into the normal trend channel and then peak at halfway through the year, and then that's your cycle, right? Then that's done. The ultimate scenario, the ultimate that everybody would like, obviously, is doing the following, where we break up into the normal trend channel again, and then we still peak at the end of the year. So that sets it up, and I'm not saying this is happening. That's just the ultimate cycle, where it then just gets even higher. October, November, December, that kind of ignore that. That's around about your November, December timeframe, and that's when you're talking your 200, your 250,000, your 300,000 kind of area. Do I think that's the most likely scenario? No. What am I assuming is going to happen to be most likely? Most likely at this stage, a left translated, one of two things, either a left translated cycle where we do break up into this area, but then we top out sooner, than the normal cycle, but it has it just does it sooner. So it might get to your 140, 150, maybe 200,000, but it just does it sooner. So that's more likely, or the slow burn, which is remaining below the purple line, and then getting to your end of your cycle kind of thing. That still takes it up around your 140, 150, 200 kind of level. So it's just about more the time frame rather than the price. Cool. That is Bitcoin. That's all I have to say about that. Looking positive while we're above that $104,000 level. Let's just remain above there, please, and thank you. Let's take a look at altcoins. If there's any specific crypto you would like me to look at right now, post a comment below. If there's any specific stocks you would like me to look at right now, post a comment below. I will. Yeah, I've got time for a quick chart request, so I'll take a quick live look. Just want to quickly focus on others. This is the altcoin market minus all altcoins minus the top 10. Cool. Look, just still ranging. Okay, as I've been saying, it's better to not trade the range. If you want, you can trade the range. If you're a day trader, if you're a little bit of a swing trader, I guess you could trade the range. You may be bought here and then you're going to sell here. Okay, you can trade the range, but at some point it's either going to break down or break up. So take your profits along the way. But if you want to just buy and hold and you're getting in for the first time, so here's for people who have never bought crypto before and you're the type of person that wants to wait and not dollar cost average. I always recommend just buying now and just average in your price. Do that for precious metals, do that for any investment. Better to dollar cost average, okay? If you're confident that it will go up in the longer term, obviously. But I'm waiting for confirmation of one of two things. I'm waiting for confirmation that it breaks, this is for altcoins, that it either breaks down here. If it does that and that, then I'm still waiting. So I'm sitting quite heavy in nasty fiat dollar currency at the moment. I did just buy into something which I won't talk about. I have a little ticker on it. I'm looking at it and it is up. I might talk about that in tomorrow's show. I did break my rule and just buy an altcoin which was looking a little juicy. So I did do that. I'll talk about that maybe tomorrow. But anyway, if you do that, then I'll be waiting for a move. Further move down to sort of your 280, anywhere down to 260 billion. Or the other option is that we do continue up. I would like to see it at least close above the downtrend line, this yellow one, find it as support, and then onwards and upwards. I'll probably start scaling back into altcoins there, and then the final confirmation where I'll then get completely all in is when we clear about 400 billion and then hold that as support and then onwards, and that's like total continued go time for the altcoin market. Cool. So mainly holding USD. At the moment, of course, I've got my precious metal stack, silver and all that. As you know, though, I have been moving, and I'll show you very quickly. So that's others, okay, just currently trading in a range. I'm waiting, okay. But as you do know, and I'll show you others versus silver. So this is the altcoin market versus silver, okay. Let me show you on the monthly time frame. Here's the monthly, okay. It is actually not out of the woods just yet, I would say, but around sort of down here-ish, I think it was roughly a couple of months ago, I started moving a portion, not all, but a portion of my silver holdings, physical silver holdings, into crypto, okay, to ride the crypto wave. Hopefully, to keep crypto forever? No, just to ride the crypto wave and then increase my precious metal stack. What I get back into when I sell that portion of crypto back into precious metals, will I go back into all silver? I'm usually all silver. Or will I go to gold? I don't know. I'm thinking gold at this stage, or maybe a 50-50 split this time around. Just kind of spread my risk around. But that's what I'm doing. So currently, so far, so good. If I sold out everything now and bought all silver again, I will have upped my stack by a certain percentage. So that's good. I am waiting for a larger move on altcoins versus, and this is altcoins, not Bitcoin versus silver, altcoins versus silver. I'm still expecting a move. What will confirm that for me? Closing above that downtrend line, and this is on the monthly time frame, right? Doing that, and then we're looking good, and then breaking that all-time high, and then I would, as I was saying, looking for as I have shown you previously, a potential topping area to swap all of my crypto for silver, or maybe for gold. At least for silver, it's at this uptrend line here. It won't get any higher than here. I guess that'll be a major area of resistance. This vertical line is just showing the potential end of the peak, right? The peak of the crypto market. I've got it at sort of the halfway point, June, July at the moment, because it's looking like a potential left translated cycle. Anyway, that's what I'm doing with some of my silver. Certainly not out of all of my silver. Got to keep a core stack, which I do have. So that's others. That's others versus silver. And just for the XRP fans, because it is the crossover crypto. That's XPD. That's Palladium. Ooh, I should be talking about Palladium. It's still in my little it's definitely bottoming here and it's forming an arc. So Palladium might be looking very good here. Sorry, XRP, not XPD. Here's XRP very quickly. I'll do this specifically because it is the crossover crypto. It is the one that precious metals holders really like if they're into crypto as well. And obviously crypto people, well, not everyone likes XRP. $3.16, not above the downtrend line. I'll go to the 4-hour time frame. We did have that potential to make, we did have a test to break a new all-time high. It didn't do it. Failed move. Oftentimes from a failed move, it's a fast move in the opposite direction. Ticking back up, just in this trading range between this Fibonacci and this Fibonacci. So if you start closing back above, and you've got to start closing and holding. Now, interestingly, this is the 4-hour. And, see? Like a pirate. Spikes mean shit. I was guilty of this, okay? I did this. Even I catch myself out. I am susceptible to psychology just like everyone else is, okay? I saw this the other day. This is the daily time frame, creeping up here, up here, up here. And I went, oh, it's back above the all-time high. Oh, we're golden now, aren't we? Like, we've got to be making new all-time highs now. We're onwards and upwards, right? And I bought a little bit of like $3.30, $3.31. And then what happened? Boop, 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 boop. So I took a little tiny bit of a loss. I had a stop loss and it got triggered, thank God, right? And then back down, okay? This is why spikes mean shit even on the daily time frames. It is where you close weeks at. So we need to close any week above $3.30, above the previous, old school all-time high. Then we'll talk turkey. You start getting solid green, like a solid green here, up in here. Then we'll talk about higher prices. Okay, we're not there yet. It's looking good, but not there yet. But the next major higher prices around about your $5 mark is looking good so far for XRP. So far, so good, but got to wait for the message of the market to give us ultimate confirmations, which we're not just there yet. Got to close them on the weeklies. Cool. That is basically the entire altcoin market. I'm not going to go into other individuals. Do I have a chart request? Morning, Joe, says Jason Ashworth. Morning, Jason. Good to see you. Hope people are enjoying. I love it. I love it so much. I hope people are enjoying being scammed by Trump and Melania today. You're talking about the Trump coin and the Melania coin. Why? Why would they be being scammed? Can't you say the exact same for Bitcoin? Can't you say the exact same for any stock? It's just the market is, there's no such thing as I've said a million times before, there is no such thing as intrinsic value. There's no, or you can call it another, there's no such thing as objective value. Value is completely subjective. Now, I would agree with you that it would be a scam coin if there is any signs that they plan on rugging it and planning on, completely selling out and just screwing people over. There is no signs of that because they have been completely transparent. I've talked about the emission schedule for Trump. Now, Melania is a different thing. So I'm just talking about the Trump coin. Oh, do I want to take a look at where we are in Trump coin? Because I don't have any chart requests. Give me 1 second. Official Trump 47. Oh yeah, 42. Oh, back down to 42. Oh, okay, that's why you're saying it. Wow, we just had a huge move back down to 31. Oh, crazy. All right, let me just show you. Let me just share the screen. I can't move that out of the way, can I? Can I close that? Yes, I can. No, I can't. Oh, why can't I close that panel? Okay, give me a second. I'm going to go to Dex Screener because that's a little bit better of a screen. Give me a second. That is Toshi. I don't want that. I want that. Okay, I'm going to share the screen. Oh, crap. That just did that. Someone sold a huge amount. Cool. Here's Trump coin, just very quickly. I guess this is the one we're going to quickly look at. Wow, Trump coin. Someone, oh man, during me talking in this show, shoot, I could have, if I had seen that spike down, I would have loaded up so hard on Trump coin. Someone obviously just did a massive sale. I'm not going to go back and check through the transactions. That must have been millions. Okay, we've seen that because it's not it is on derivatives, so it's on Bybit, so you can actually trade it with leverage. So maybe a lot of orders got liquidated, and then that took the natural price down as well. Okay, so maybe there's a bunch of liquidations. But man, I would have bought right there. Interesting. Yeah, all you need to know is the current getting interested line is at 41. I had to adjust it, $41 for Trump. Now, on this whole thing, is it a scam? No. The reason it's not a scam is because they've been very transparent, and they've said, here is the emission schedule, and here's how we're doing it. So can I show you the emission schedule? Yeah, I'll show you the emission schedule. This is my X, and I'm going out live on X right now. At least I should be. Yeah, I am live on X, people. Let me show you the emission schedule for Trump coin. Oh, I've been talking a lot of inauguration stuff. Let's go. Emission schedule. Yeah, a lot of Trump memes. Yeah, yeah, so what? I'm a fanboy. Who cares? Let's see. Emission schedule. Excuse me. There it is right there. Here is your emission schedule for Trump. We know who the devs are. Okay, devs are docs. It's by this company called the CIC Digital. Okay. And we know the emission schedule. And I did show this the other day, and you can't see it. Give me 1 second. Out of the way, Joe. Right there. You can see very clearly right here, down this bottom left-hand corner, the first 3 months of Trump coin being in existence, all the new emissions, so new supply coming in, is only going to the public distribution so that people can buy it, and it's only going to liquidity within the first 3 months. Okay. Then after the third month, then the team all starts getting their allocation. Okay, in certain amounts, and it's sort of vested linearly, whatever, over a bunch of time, over 3 years, by the way. So they're not just giving the entire allocation in the fourth month and then everyone just goes, great, I'm going to sell. But it's a slow release. It's a slow drip, but it is happening, and it will get larger and larger as the months. So it's a 3-year emission schedule for the team tokens, right? But you've got the first 3 months, no team tokens whatsoever. Now, of course, big players can have second addresses and second wallets and just be buying big, and, insiders and all that kind of stuff. That happens with every damn company in the world. There is no such thing as any company that hasn't done some kind of little insider trading, okay? It's just if they get caught, right? Because it's psychology, of course, right? If you're the boss of a new company that's about to float, or you get some really good news, are you not going to tell secretly your brother? You're not going to tell your brother, and then your brother goes and buys some stock? Right? Of course you are, right? That's insider trading technically, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. It happens. Anyway, so my point was there's an emission schedule. It's not a scam. Now, people are going to take their profits along the way. People who bought really, really low are going to take their profits. That's why you're seeing these big spikes. That's why you're seeing, and again, it's now being traded with leverage. So people were probably getting their longs liquidated as well. So then you see a big cascade event. For me, for Trump coin, when it starts getting and closing above, this is the 5-minute time frame. So the 5-minute means nothing. Okay, this is the 1 hour time frame. Okay, maybe I'll talk the 1 hour, but maybe we'll talk the 4 hour at least. I need to see at least close the 4 hour above $41. That'll be my getting interested line, where I'll go, okay, maybe I'm getting interested in getting back into Trump coin. As you know, I sold out up here-ish. So I sold in a decent profit, and I haven't gotten properly back in yet because I've been waiting for this $41 mark. I'll consider scaling back into Trump coin if we start closing, and particularly in the next 42 minutes when we close the day. If we close the day above here, so looking so far so good. If we close the day above 41, I will be very interested in maybe scaling back in slowly. When we start. Thanks for the thing, Jason, because now this is your chart request for the day. Hey, Jason, thanks for your chart request. This is your chart request for the day, people. Trump coin again. So I will be. I changed all this. Why is this not here? This is oh no, there we go. There you go. So I will be getting excited for Trump coin if it gets and closes. I'll give it 4 hourly time frames at least, okay, above $53. Then that's saying, oh no, this isn't just a little relief rally kind of thing. You start closing above here, that's sort of major resistance. Then I'll go, oh, interesting. Okay. Then you're talking about the final hurdle. The final hurdle, and I would say the final hurdle, as you know, is my, what I say, final hurdle, close above it means very likely new all-time highs, 80%, 90% chance, is 66 US dollars. So if we start doing that, we start closing 4-hour timeframes, preferably daily timeframes, above 66 US dollars, then say, oh no, we're heading onwards and upwards. And then we're talking like triple digit, okay? Trump coin. Wouldn't that be, again, just the amazing comeback like Trump's comeback, all right? Trump's arc in a crypto, cool? And we actually, yeah, that would be the comeback right there. Getting up to 75 US dollars, tanking, as in consolidating down to $30. And gee, what do you know? Double bottom right there. A quick liquidation down to there, didn't break the bottom, right? So double bottom here. Looks like that was a quick move. And look at this, right? Potentially onwards and upwards we go, okay? So it's above my getting interested line literally right now. As we were speaking, it's going higher. I am interested in getting back in Trump coin. I might scale in a little bit here and see what happens. And I'll be really almost all back in at 53 US dollars, a little bit above. There you go. That's Trump coin just for you, Jason. Yeah, that's it. No more chart requests, people. Let's do some final comments and then we will get out of here. Got to speak to my amazing GMS people. Okay. Thanks, Joe. Got to run. Catch you tomorrow. See you later, Pete. Great to see you, bro. How are the Dems coping with the trumpet? They looked very sour, pussed faces in the speeches. Yeah, that's always the way. When you have the State of the Union address, it's always the opposing team, the one that's not in power, always looks like that. Yeah, probably a cliche, Joe. So I just spoke about that. Trump coin has 80% coin in reserve. Yeah, so will dilute the value. Yeah, you usually keep coin in reserve for development costs. This is just kept to make money. Also great for foreign investors. Oh, you're doing the whole, this is the way that they can, launder money or something? This is the way that they can... do kickbacks and bribes and things like that. Well, who owns CIC Digital? Like, it's not just the Trump family. It's, a bunch of different people. Yeah, I mean, it's very equal. Yeah, look, and I'll give you that, Jason. It's very equal. You could say it is only just so that they can enrich themselves and get the kickbacks from, foreign governments or foreign investors for influence, pay for play, if you want to call it that, through the medium of crypto. You could very easily say that, but very equally you could say, no, they're pro-crypto and they're leading by example, okay? Trump was famously against Bitcoin. Like he said, he just doesn't get it. He was a gold guy. He didn't get it. Real estate, gold. He trashed Bitcoin used to until a couple of things, until, he just learned more about it, until, advisors say, look, you really got to look into Bitcoin because it's the wave of the future. Also, what I think happened very clearly is Barron just got older and he got into his teens and he started, he wasn't a kid anymore. So he's like, smart guy, completely surrounded by famous investing successful people. So he's into crypto. He's a crypto dude. All right. So now his son is in his ear, like he was in his ear talking about, Dad, you gotta go on Joe Rogan, do all the, these comedian podcasts and all that. Just do the long form stuff. Don't do these interviews with CNN and blah, 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 where it's fight. Do the long form stuff, right? He really recommended that. He was the one who pushed it. Okay. And Trump went, all right, Barron, no problem. Good idea. And boy, was that a good idea. So he's listening to Barron as well. Why wouldn't you listen to a really smart kid? And so he's pro crypto. And so he's probably gotten in his ear once he's gotten old. He's gone, Dad, this crypto thing is big. Right, so you really consider embracing this. And, of course, you'll bring voters along the way, which he certainly did, okay? So it's equally that. It's just, hey, and, of course, I'm sorry, if I'm the Prime Minister of Australia and I'm pro-crypto, I would probably not launch I would probably partner with someone who wants to launch a Joe Main crypto. Yeah, because you put your money where your mouth is. Who provided the liquidity? I guess that's another question. Who provided liquidity? I don't know. Anyway, so that's equally to say, yep, could be a complete scam. It's just to enrich himself or through kickbacks, or no, he's just pro crypto. That's the wave of the future. Both can be true, I guess. You don't think conflict of interest for president to have this for corruption interests? Well, we just covered that. Let's end the show. I fucking love you. I love you, Jason. Let's end the show with an Elon salute. No, I won't be doing that. But as you know, and I love Jason. He's my leftist agitator, and I will get to the end of the show. My leftist agitator. I know it's a bit tongue-in-cheek. I know that you know, Jason, that was not a Nazi salute. What that was is, if anyone's seen if you've seen the still image, he's doing, I'm not going to do it, but he's doing one of those ones. It looks like he's got his hand in the air, i.e. Nazi salute. You will never see me do that on camera. I've never done it in real life, and I won't. What's the point? No, what it actually was is he put his hand on his heart first. Now, he didn't do this, okay? He didn't do that like a Roman salute, like a and then the arm up in the air. He didn't do that. He put his hand on his heart. And what he was saying was, and he said it, he did it twice. He did this and then put his arm up like that, and just sort of, it was like a quick movement. It was like throwing out his heart. He was throwing out his heart and went through and like throwing out his heart and then raised his hand in that way. Then he turned around to the crowd behind him, did the same thing. And then he says specifically, audibly into the microphone, my heart goes out to you. That's what he was doing. He was throwing his heart out to people. Just an unfortunate angle. Both times it looks like a salute, but when you see it in the context, you know what it is. And I know you know what it is, Jason. You're being the lefty agitator, and I love it. Free speech is wonderful. That is it, my wonderful people. We are going to get out of here. This has been Good Morning Stackers live on X and on YouTube for Wednesday, January the 22nd, 2025. My name is Joe Main. Hit the big red subscribe button to join the GMS family. You get a warm and fuzzy feeling when you do. Not enough commenters to end with the full theme music, so what I will give you is the shorter version, okay? And we're going to dance it out, people. Grab your tasty beverages, because this has been
Good Morning Stack.
Oh yeah, we're feeling fine.
Good Morning Stack.
It's podcast time.
Grab it.
Grab a tasty beverage. Let's get in the groove.
Let's do that.
Synchronize.
In 3, 2, 1.
Now we're
Slurp
on
it, people. Thanks for watching another show. You'll get another one at 9:30 a.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Savings Time tomorrow. Stay safe, stay informed, keep stacking whatever you're stacking, and have an amazing day. See you later.